Y'all always wonder why athletes seem so disgruntled with their fan bases. Y'all always wonder why athletes seem so selfish. Well, it's because of y'all's fault. See, you love them, you love them, you love them when they're producing. Oh, everything's good, glitz and glamour. And then the moment their play slips an inch, y'all are at their neck. And we've all been at Dez Bryant's neck all lot. Well, not we, y'all. From Cowboys officials to Cowboys fans to even former players. And pending a meeting this Friday with Jerry Jones, the Cowboys may move on from him. Would this be the right move? The Pylon has that answer for you right now. You know, I'm going to take a step back and look at the totality of everything. Because you see, as much as I hate the Cowboys, I'm going to defend Dez Bryant. Is he the player that he was from, 2012 to 2014? No, he's not. But Dez Bryant is still a #1 receiver for most teams in this league. What I hate about people is that we nitpick so much and go over things with such a fine-tooth comb. It causes us to lose sight of the big picture. So let's throw out his numbers from last year. 69 catches, over 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. Okay, well, the point of the game is to score more points than your opponent. And clearly this is a down year for Dez from what we're used to, but look at some of his more respected contemporaries as far as reaching the end zone. Antonio Brown, 9 touchdowns. AJ Green, 8 touchdowns. Julio Jones, widely regarded as the best wide receiver in football, 3 touchdowns. Mike Evans, 5 touchdowns. So Dez Bryant's still reaching the end zone as frequently as his top contemporaries, give or take a few. When you look league-wide, not everybody is crossing 1,400 yards and putting up 100 catches a year, guys. Dez's 70 catches and 800 yards is still respectable on most teams when you look at the big picture. He also plays with a quarterback who dinks and dunks and doesn't take too many chances. So, and it's kind of a change up from his days with Tony Romo. And when you actually look at the numbers, with those guys I just named, there is a direct correlation with the quarterback and wide receiver connection. It's not just Dez, no matter how much you want to root for Dak. In 2017, Dez Bryant was responsible for 27% of the touchdowns that Dak Prescott threw. Antonio Brown, a little bit higher, responsible for 32% of the touchdowns Big Ben threw. AJ Green, 32%. Mike Evans, 26%. Julio Jones, 15%. But he still only scored 3 touchdowns all year, and yeah, apparently Julio's the best wide receiver in the league. But look at it this way. Julio came into the league a year after Dez, but Dez still has 30 more touchdowns than him, despite going through what some consider 3 straight down years of production. Dez Bryant is just simply a big play receiver playing with a conservative quarterback. Dez Bryant is not a technician, he is not a burner, he is not polished. We all know this. He's just simply one of those backyard football players that you just chuck the ball up to and hope he comes down with it. He's just a classic throwback type of guy. And Cowboys fans need to appreciate this, because you're not gonna get that from Cole Beasley as your #1 or Jason Witten. Dez Bryant, even though he's lost a step, is still the biggest threat that the Dallas Cowboys have at receiver, regardless if they draft a rookie this year or not. Calvin Ridley isn't physical enough and he's wiry. Christian Kirk is in the same ballpark as Cole Beasley. And Courtland Sutton doesn't win 50-50 balls as much as he should with him being so big. 70 catches, 800 yards, while it's not what the Cowboys are used to, still works for most teams in the NFL. And I would know that because I'm a Ravens fan. We were getting similar production out of Anquan Boldin when we won the Super Bowl. The guy never crossed 1,000 yards for us, but he's still considered probably the greatest wide receiver pickup we've had in franchise history. So Cowboys fans, remember, you do not know what you have until it's actually gone. So appreciate Dez Bryant for as long as you can.